What's up, you guys? Quaza here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I got for you an open Ultra League set. I'm featuring my rank 1 Melmetal. You can see the IVs on the left there. Just had to use it. And then I got a Giratina and an Alolan Muck, kind of safe swap. So these are longer battles than Premier, so I'm just gonna go right into the battles. Going up against Soul Mion in this first match. This is actually only my second open Ultra set this season. I did try this team with Machamp instead of Alolan Muck, and I just found it too weak to Charm. So I am swapping in Alolan Muck here. So Obstacle lead against Melmetal. This is not too favorable. He does switch out there after throwing that Cross Chop. We're gonna farm up a little extra energy and swap into our Muck. Muck does pretty well against Cresselia. We're gonna take neutral from the Moonblast, but it doesn't do too much. And of course, we get the attack debuff. Only a 10% chance, but hits us anyway. That really stinks. So this Dark Pulse is not gonna do nearly as much as it would have done. Likely another Moonblast here. Let's see if we get our attack debuffed again. No, we survived that one. And we're gonna go for Dark Pulses here. So Muck does well. So a lot of Cresselias are running Grass Knot, and that's not going to do anything to Muck. So it is having to throw these Moonblasts. That was too quick, so I knew that was going to be a Grass Knot. We survived that. And then we're going to throw a Dark Pulse here. This is either going to KO the Cresselia or get the shield. She does let it go, so we do win switch advantage. She brings back in the Obstagoon. And I got a lot of loaded energy on my Melmetal, so I'm gonna bring in the Melmetal here, and I got back-to-back superpowers. This is going to force the shields on this Obstagoon or do a ton of damage. Just gonna throw another superpower here. She just lets it go, and it's a Swampert in the back. So I think we're looking pretty good here. Obviously, you have to watch out for the Earthquake. Hydro Cannon would be resisted. She does bait with the Hydro Cannon, so good bait by my opponent there. And we're just gonna go for these Dragon Claws. Giratina is just super spammy, getting to the Dragon Claws really fast at the same time as pretty much as Swampert gets the Hydro Cannons. I think Swampert does outpace a little because it takes 5 mud shots the first one and 4 to the second one. So she does throw the Earthquake there. We should be more than fine though here because she's gonna have to go for another Earthquake, and then we still have the Melmetal. So yeah, this is pretty much a game over. We're gonna throw this Dragon Claw, and this will put this Swampert very, very low, and we should be able to Shadow Claw down. She's throwing a move here. I mean, if you're the opponent, I think you should just kind of save time and probably just let the match go. But either way, good game to my opponent. And going against Miri 88 in this second match. I really like Melmetal in lead. You have the option of kind of throwing the superpower and getting out. So we catch a Togekiss in the lead. That's favorable for us. Goes into Registeel, so we're gonna go into our Giratina. We want to avoid that Togekiss matchup here. And Giratina can actually win the one shield against Registeel if you're running Shadow Claw. Shadow Sneak is going to do some neutral damage. It doesn't do a lot, but you do get to them faster than Registeel is able to get to the Flash Cannons, and those Shadow Claws definitely do add up. And at the same time, Lock On is doing no damage. So yeah, so you can see this is a very slow match, and that's kind of why I prefer, Ultra Premier, but it's good to kind of switch it up sometimes, go into Open or Ultra. Especially, I had to use that rank 1 Melmetal, so here we go. So Shadow Sneak coming through. So this next Flash Cannon, we're gonna have to shield, we could take switch advantage here. Switch advantage is not too important, but it's best that we do line up our Melmetal with the Togekiss. Muck will have to, we'll lose if the Togekiss double shields. So he does let that go, takes shield advantage, goes into Swampert, and Swampert is actually tough for this team. Melmetal and Muck, obviously do not want to see the Earthquake, and Hydro Cannon does a lot of neutral damage here. We go into our Muck, and I think this could be the Earthquake, so let's see if I decide to shield. I am going to shield. It is a Hydro Cannon, so really good bait by my opponent, and that's going to make this game very, very tough. I'm not sure if I'm going to win this game actually, because he can just go for the Earthquake around here. And then, yeah, and there's not much my Melmetal can do other than throw kind of like back-to-back superpowers. Rock Slide would be resisted here because of the ground typing. And yeah, he gets... is this the Earthquake? Yep, he gets the Earthquake. Yeah, so Swampert is tough for this team. We do let that one go. But yeah, I mean, you know, Swampert, you can still play around it, but, you know, kind of Swampert in the back without a Giratina is hard to deal with. So Melmetal into Cresselia. This is sort of a neutral matchup, which is kind of surprising because, you know, we're resisting all these moves from Cresselia, but, you know, Cresselia is just such a tank, and Rock Slide, you know, after it got nerfed by Niantic, you know, it really doesn't do that much damage. Same with Thundershock. And this Cresselia is running Future Sight. So I believe a Future Sight Cresselia can win this matchup. Let's see how I decide to play this out. So just going for Rock Slides here. You can see it really doesn't do any damage. This is likely another Future Sight coming in. Future Sight is obviously much harder hitting. You know, even though we resist it, it's going to hit much harder than Moonblast. It gets same type attack bonus from Cresselia being a Psychic typing. So we're just going to spam out these Rock Slides as fast as possible. She does decide to switch out. I'm just going to throw this Superpower. I probably should have just swapped out to Giratina right away. But this is fine too. That Superpower does a lot of damage to Swampert, and he doesn't decide to shield there. We're going to shield this up. A lot of Swamperts do like to throw their hard-hitting move first. Because if you throw a Hydro Cannon and the opponent, you know, doesn't shield, it just feels, you know, it's just terrible. So a lot of Swamperts will throw the Earthquake. So Dragon Claw coming through, and I'm just gonna throw another Dragon Claw here. I could have Shadow Claw down, but I would have had to eat an Earthquake, and I don't want to do that. And my opponent does decide to shield. So this is going to be the Earthquake, and I'm going to shield this because I thought, like, okay, if he's shielding this, you know, he must not want to see this Giratina here. So he does swap into his Cresselia, and we're gonna build up some extra energy here, and then we're gonna swap into our Muck. So we built up a lot of loaded energy on our Giratina. We go into our Muck, and we get another debuff. That is crazy. So that's another debuff on Muck. I think the second game in a row. We do have some loaded energy now, and he has a Talonflame in the back. So we're gonna throw this Dark Pulse. Let's see how much damage it does. Not a lot. You know, our attack did get debuffed, so really tough. This is likely going to be the Flame Charge. Doesn't take us out. We are going to get to the Sludge Wave. Let's see if he decides to shield. No shield. Gets the Talonflame really low, and we're going to just throw out this Dragon Claw right away. Get the shield, and we're going to get to back-to-back Dragon Claws here. So this is going to take out the Talonflame, and then that Swampert is pretty much done. So that's another good game. So I think 2-1 so far. Punk Poser 83 in this fourth match. Let's see what we have. We have Melmetal lead into Abomasnow. So this is favorable for us. We're going to resist all of those moves by Abomasnow. He swaps into the Swampert, and I'm going to go into my Giratina right away. Giratina obviously does not want to see that Abomasnow, so good on me to kind of swap immediately. We're going to shield up the Earthquake successfully again, and then we're going to throw these Dragon Claws here. So Giratina does have a very favorable matchup against Swampert if you correctly shield the Earthquakes. Now, if the opponent successfully baits, it's a different story. But since we did shield that first Earthquake, we can let this second one go. Doesn't take us out. And I do want to kind of, have this Swampert do a little more damage to me. And it's good that he's shielded there, because now I do want him to Hydro Cannon me here. Get my health a little lower. I don't want that Abomasnow farming me all the way down. So we are going to throw a Dragon Claw here. The Abomasnow is probably going to come in and farm us down, but we have, a Shadow Sneak loaded. I believe Shadow Sneak does do more damage than Dragon Claw. That's why I threw it there. I don't know though. So again, I don't play that much Open Ultra. So let me know if I'm wrong. I'm probably going to check it after this, recording this video. So we're not going to shield here. It doesn't do a lot. Energy Ball or Weather Ball wouldn't have done a lot of damage. Rock Slide coming through. Both Rock Slide and Super Power are going to do super effective damage, but so he swaps into Cresselia. Muck is a great answer for this. I'm not going to believe if we get debuffed again. Moonblast coming in. Okay, no debuff that time. So these Dark Pulses are going to do a lot more damage than that first time around. gonna take about 40% or so of Cresselia's health. This next Dark Pulse is not going to be able to finish Cresselia, but it's going to put it into Snarl down range. Another new Moonblast likely coming through. So no debuff again. All right, so we should be able to Snarl down here. Hopefully it doesn't get to... Okay, so this is just going to be a Grass Knot. I think we will be able to survive this. Yeah, just a Grass Knot, but we are able to survive, and we're going to, we're going to swap into our Melmetal. So I should have probably just thrown the superpower. I think it would have taken out that Bomb Stone at that range, but I just didn't want to debuff myself. Just went for the safe route. I am up a shield, so this game is pretty much over. Whatever this is, Weather Ball, and just going to throw this. Nope, my opponent, yeah, so is it just Open Ultra where people just stay in? I'm not really sure, but... yeah, my opponent had no hope there. Just gonna throw the superpower and finish this Abomasnow off. So good game to my opponent there. Now going into this 5th match against K-Papa's 5. So we got Melmetal lead into a Cresselia. I don't know what happened there. So this is pretty, again, pretty neutral. If the Cresselia is running Future Sight, it is going to be tougher on my Melmetal. Otherwise, if it's a Grass Knot Moonblast, this should be a pretty straightforward match and a win for Melmetal. Moonblast coming in, so this Cresselia is likely not running Future Sight. So we're just gonna spam these Rock Slides. We get to them so quickly. Thundershock is such a fast charging, fast move. So likely another Moonblast coming in. You can see we're definitely doing a little more damage than the Cresselia here. We're already almost at, we're at 1.5 Rock Slides here. So this Rock Slide coming through. Yeah, these matchups are definitely much slower than Premier. So Rock Slide coming through. Doesn't finish Cresselia, but we should be able to Thundershock down from here. We're going to take this Moonblast and look to Thundershock down and have a move ready for whatever comes in next. Are we able to Thundershock down? Man, the Cresselia is so tanky. So we are able to Thundershock down. We have a move loaded. Let's see what he brings in. He does bring in probably a Talonflame. I saw it was a fire and flying type. So gonna throw the Rock Slide. Oh, it's a Ho-Oh. Okay, interesting. So the Ho-Oh is at our Brave Bird now. Let's see if we decide to shield. We do have 2 shields, so we're gonna use one. This is gonna be the Brave Bird. And does he swap out? Yeah, he swaps into the Muck. So we're going to go into our own Muck. I was a little slow on the swap there. He got a free Snarl in. So this is actually a little tricky. So let's see how we play this. Sludge Wave coming through. Not very effective, but that is the way to go in this mirror match. He does sneak a Snarl in, so that is not good. Sludge Wave coming through. Yeah, so this is going to probably be a loss because he's 2 Snarls ahead of me at this point. And I am just going to overfarm by 1 Snarl. We are successfully able to block that fast move at that time around. He does shield the Sludge Wave and he switches into a Ho-Oh. Yeah, not really sure why he did that actually. He could have finished off my Muck there and yeah, not really sure. But gonna just throw these Dragon Claws. So I did let my opponent, that was bad timing by me. He got a free Incinerate in. You always kind of want to time your charge moves with kind of like how the timing of their fast moves. Incinerate's a slow move, so you don't want to just do it at the beginning of the animation. So we're just going to throw this Dragon Claw before he can even throw a move. And then this Muck is coming in. We're going to throw Dragon Claw here. This is going to put the Muck into, I believe, very close to Dark Pulse range. And I swap into my Muck. I actually did not see, so the game clock is about to time out, and I did not see that. I'm just not used to, games timing out. In that case, I definitely should have just stayed in with my Giratina, because if you have 2 Pokemon, you're gonna win. But again, not used to it. I am still in veteran rank, just having fun, not taking it too seriously at this point. But if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.